Welcome. It's so great to be here together, even though we're not physically together. We can virtually be together to do a meditation practice. So please take a comfortable either seated position, or if you'd rather lay down, please lay in whatever way is comfortable. I'll guide us through a meditation. There'll be times of quiet. There'll be times when I'm speaking. And really take care of yourself. So whatever you feel like you need in this moment, whether to change positions, whether to take a break and not listen anymore, do whatever feels right for you. Given what is happening and the turmoil, many different opinions flying around of what to do and how to do it, how to take care of ourselves, how to care for each other, it can get very, it can provoke a lot of anxiety due to the uncertainty of what will happen or of how to handle what is happening. It can create a lot of uncomfortable feelings. So we use our practices of mindfulness, whether it's a yoga practice, a breathing practice, a meditation practice, walking in nature. These practices help to ground us in the present moment and help to ground us in our bodies, help to make us feel safe and calm. So we use these practices as ways to cope and to handle whatever is happening around us. So today is really no different than any other day. We use these practices to really get to know and develop a relationship with ourselves and to know ourselves deeply, and to use it as a way to connect in with this highest level of who we are, and to also feel safe and feel calm and to cope with difficult times. So please close your eyes and let your hands rest wherever is most comfortable for you. And come into your rhythm of your breath. Feel physical sensations in your body. Notice the thoughts or the emotions that might be going on inside of you at this moment. So we're just paying attention and taking inventory about how we feel and what we're experiencing in this moment. One of the easiest and most accessible ways to help feel calm and safe is to do some breathing exercises. So when we focus on our breath and when we participate with our breath, we start to make changes at a more subtle level inside of us. Physiologically, what's happening is we're changing the circuitry of our nervous system. So the part of us that interprets the world, interprets danger and fear and excitement part of us, just simply we'll talk about that as our nervous system. And breathing is one of those things that our nerves help to control. So when we get really scared, we tend to increase our breathing rate, our heart rate increases, our blood pressure increases. And when we tend to feel more calm and we're in a rested state, our breathing is slower, our heart rate's slower, our blood pressure's slower. So we can help encourage that part of us, that calming part of us, the part that feels safe and secure and okay. We can encourage that part of us simply by focusing on our breath. So there's a real physiological response that's happening when we do these types of practices. So let's start with feeling your inhale and your exhale. Feel it as it moves through your body and how it changes your physical body as it moves in and out. Does the inhale or the exhale feel longer than the other? Remember, there's no right or wrong, you're just paying attention. Take a few moments and count the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. You might also notice that there's a little pause. So at the end of your inhale, there's just a little pause before your exhale begins. And see if just by paying attention to it, that pause gets a little bit longer. We're going to count with our breath, and I want you to try not to force it, but on the inhale, let's try for somewhere between 4 and a 6 count. So 4 to 6 seconds on your inhale, and at the end of the inhale, at that little pause, maybe somewhere between 3 and 5-second pause. And then as you exhale, let's aim for somewhere between a 5 and 8-second exhale. Please try to avoid forcing the breath. Avoid scrunching up your shoulders by your ears. Keep your jaw relaxed. Keep your throat relaxed. And again, we'll inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere between 4 and 6. Hold. And then slowly exhale. Somewhere between a 5 and an 8 count. I like to do 4, 4, 6. 4, 4, 8 really works for me the best. I inhale. Little hold. Exhale nice and slow. Inhale again. Hold. Exhale. And as you practice this, you might notice that your breath changes a little bit. It might get longer or shorter. And just go with it. You don't have to force it. Just follow your breathing and follow your count. If anything becomes too anxiety provoking or you feel like you're forcing, you can just go back to the natural breath. Place a little more emphasis on the exhale to fully let the air out, to fully let go. Again, this type of focused breathing is helping to stimulate the part of us that feels safe and calm and secure. Even if things around us feel a bit chaotic and scary and uncertain. You can always come back to your breath. Spend a few moments focused, intentional breathing. Counting your inhale, counting the pause, counting your exhale. Take one more round of your breathing in that way, and after you finish your exhale, allow the breath to go back to natural rhythm. And just notice how you feel. Notice if the breathing helped you feel a little bit more connected to your body. Maybe you were thinking a little bit less. Maybe it helped you to feel a bit calmer. Maybe your body feels less tense. If there's no right or wrong. You're just noticing the effects of practice. For the next part of our practice, we'll also use the breath, but more of a visualization. Imagine your breath begins in the space in front of your physical heart. And as you breathe in, the breath travels from the space in front of your heart. It moves into your heart, into the center of the chest, and it moves all the way back behind you to the space behind your physical heart, behind your body. And as you exhale, it reverses. On your exhale, the breath moves from behind you. It moves through the back of the body, through the physical heart, and into the space in front of you. So every inhale, the breath travels from the front of your body. The inhale goes into your heart space, all the way back behind your upper back. And then as you exhale, the breath travels from the space behind you, moving from the back of the body to the front of the body, opening the front of the heart and into the space in front of you. We can use a visualization in this way to help on an energetic level, a subtle level, to open up our heart space and connect us to the space around us. So given what we're going through in our country right now and feeling isolated from each other, feeling disconnected from our own hearts, maybe feeling scared, anxious, sad, we can use this visualization as if we're opening up all those kind of like the cobwebs and the things that are making us feel fearful. That's making us feel disconnected from our hearts, from joy. And we can use our breath to imagine like we're opening up that space. And not only are we opening up that space, but we're connecting that heart space within us to the space around us, the front and the back of our bodies. So imagine with each breath, you're opening up this physical cave of the heart, this energetic cave of the heart. We're clearing out all of these blockages, the ways we feel disconnected, depleted. We're opening ourselves up to ourself, to the joy that's in our heart. Even though we're going through some very challenging times around us. We can always come back to the breath, always come back to our hearts. your heart space expand with every breath. Feel the connection expand to the space around you, connecting you to your friends, your family. Even if you can't physically be with them, imagine your own heart space, your own energetic aspect of your being, like you're moving out in all directions to feel connected with these people, your community. Think of all the people as we sit together and do this meditation. We are all together, even though not physically. Our hearts are together. Every breath is a reminder. And we're going to close down again. Our heart's going to get closed off. We're going to feel depleted, disconnected. So we can come back to our breath, come back to the visualization, open back up. And we're going to have to do this over and over and over again. It's not a one-time thing. It's a good thing the breath isn't very far from us. Bring your attention back to the sound around you. Feel your body once again sitting or laying on the ground. You can slowly begin to move and stretch in any ways that feel best for you. Please bring your palms together in front of your heart. We're so grateful for these practices. We're so grateful to still be in community and be together, even though we're virtual. We're so grateful for this connection that we can always have. It's never further than our own breath. We will get through this. We will be okay. The light that is me bows to the light that is you. Namaste.